Did it take long to find peace?
Yeah, I still don't have it. Kids coming up to me and talking about drinking, and I'm like, oh my god, did I
What do
am
they
I
say?
a bad like เนี่ยดูโหพี่มีเป็นแบบ idol and I'm like oh my god did I set a bad no I'm like but it's like when I make someone happy it's just like oh I feel so good about
Right.
it but then now it's like sometimes it's really tiring.
Yeah. Is there anything about you that no one knows about?
I don't think so.
Like, because you're quite open, right?
I am and I've been open it's just maybe in the past maybe social media ขนาดนั้น but I've always kind of been like this like if someone asks me something then I answer I go out I don't really hide anything it's just because I think that if you hide something people just they want to know more
right it's best just to be honest huh
and I think just to be honest and kind of be friends with everyone like I don't want people to like not like me I think people who like oh what is she doing and then like นินทามากกว่าเดิมอะ so if you're just open about everything I don't really care
and over the years that must have been like you must have discovered that was probably the best way to go about life
I've been like this since like since back in the days like when I used like คบพี่เดท when I PC when I started dating him and then those were the days that ไม่ค่อยเปิดเผย right like you wouldn't say who you're in a relationship or who you're dating and then we were really open about it and then once it was there it was like nobody really cared and I was like oh this is what it feels like like
it's much better right
yeah,
just be transparent
it's like just go wherever you I saw you that day with that person I'm like yeah because I was there
right
yeah so it's just
okay sunrise or sunset not sunrise person no when was the last time you saw the sunrise it must have been a while right
no but I did but it was really good I was like wow this is what it feels like waking up so early
sunrise is actually very very nice right cats or dogs there's a big trend with cats going on are you not
I've tried to like get along with cats I just don't they're just not friendly with me
right
I maybe they love I'm just not a cat person like they always go like nah to me or something
right but people quite like the idea of how cats don't require that much attention I think that's part of it
I think I'm a dog person because I require a lot of love and attention too
right
so like
มีอะไรคล้ายๆกัน
ใช่ like I want people I want attention too
okay and who is your favorite actor or actress that you've worked with in terms of acting like you must have been through a lot like you must have been with like a lot of like great actors and actresses right
wow to choose one maybe พี่นกสินใจ because I was at a quite like I was kind of young so she had a huge impact on me but then I have other great actors and actresses พี่ออมพิยดาeven like when I was in Channel 7 Namและพี่พัดlike he's a really close friend and he's he goes crazy but as an actor he was really really
he knew what he was doing right?
He's like I think he has it all
it's funny to see his clips nowadays huh?
I know he's bizarre
what is your favorite movie
The Notebook
okay I think back in the days it was also always your favorite
it is
movie,
and
right?
I haven't watched it so like for so long and then I just watched it recently
okay
and I was like oh I still love this
it's like every girl's favorite
really?
movie right
I just cry and cry and cry
I really like that movie
right
yeah it kind of reminds me of The Letter The Letter and I really would like The Letter to แบบกลับมาทำใหม่
มันได้ความคิดแบบ like lots of things and then my grandma had Alzheimer's
okay
so it's just like a lot of memories and stuff
from the movie
like it just makes me think of lots of things
because every now and again when you like go back to something you used to really love you kind of feel like what you were going through at the time all these memories kind of come back what about your ideal holiday like if you were to book a holiday right now where would it be and what would you do each day
maybe just to the beach
okay
anywhere is okay
anywhere in Thailand
Thailand's okay I mean it's easy to go you can just go but if I had to go right now I would go to maybe the States. I haven't been there for like 4 years.
Okay, so before COVID,
Yeah,
right? You
I
haven't
seen
come
my
back.
mom. Yeah,
Your mom's there?
yeah.
Okay, okay. Who was your best inspiration growing up?
I think everyone has an impact on me. Like I'm with this person and I'm like, wow, you're cool like in this area. And so I think it's like a little bit of everyone, not just one in particular.
Okay. Do you have a quote that you like recall? Like just any quote that just like stuck with you or anything like that?
Live with the moment. I think it's kind of basic, but once I like when you get older, I really feel that, yeah. Sometimes I worry too much, or sometimes it's like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I'm like thinking about all the mistakes I've done, or I should have done that better. And it's just sometimes people say, let it go. And then once you learn to really let it go, and like, okay, whatever happens tomorrow or whatever did happen, it's like, yeah, I think only right now is like, and it makes you more at peace. It's kind of.
Yeah, for sure. Did it take long to find peace?
Yeah, I still don't have it, but
I think you do, like to a certain degree, right? Like
I've learned to like let go. Like before, I'm a people pleaser. You know, I always want to like make people happy, and I worry too much. But it's like when I make someone happy, it's just like, oh, I feel so good about it. But then now it's like sometimes it's really tiring.
Yeah, it's exhausting.
Yeah, and then sometimes like, okay, whatever. And sometimes it may come out like mean or like I don't care. But sometimes it's like, it's so tiring. Like, why do I have to please everyone all the time? And I forget about myself.
Right. Sometimes you put so much energy to please others.
Yeah, and then you get disappointed and you all throw that and like, why are they like that? Why? And it's just like, so I've learned to like step back a little, but then I still give everyone my all, but it's just like, maybe not like before that I used to like, I go out of, what do you call it? Want to go out of my range and do something that's like too much.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's about it for the first part.
We're done?
No, we got a little bit more. You move by. Okay.
I was like, that's it?
No, it's just like a small little warm up. Okay. Yeah, so I just want to take you back, right? So you were born in LA, right? Yeah. You were born and raised, and then you moved there when you were like 10 years old.
Yes.
Okay, how was life growing up? Like, what do you recall in those early days?
I have a lot of good child memories. Like I was really happy when growing up. I loved growing up in the States.
Like, what kind of life was it like that? You went to school there?
Yeah, until I was in second grade. It comes, comes and goes, all the memories. But it was like I go to school and I was like always doing something. Like my mom went at ballet, jazz, horseback riding, ice skating. I did all these activities. So it's there's all these good memories. And it's like maybe when I grew up over there, you know how you have all these things you used to eat, like breakfast at McDonald's or what do you call it, calendar something. Like I thought all these restaurants and then when I go back and then I eat all these things, it's like it brings back childhood memories. So it's like it's a nice. And I was really close to my mom. And then, we did all sorts of things together.
Okay. And the reason that you had to move back at 10 years of age?
My parents split up.
Okay.
They got a divorce, and then my dad moved here. So I came with him. And then it was kind of like, like I wasn't sure if I was going back there or if I was coming, if I was supposed to start new here. And then I had to go to school here. I didn't speak Thai.
Right.
And he put me in a Thai school.
Right.
So that was really hard for me. I really suffered a lot.
Yeah, so I was just trying to think, like, because like, you must have had a huge culture shock at the time, and you were very, very young, right? Yeah. And going into a Thai school is a complete different environment than where you didn't speak the language.
No.
it must have not
and
been...
at the time like my parents were getting a divorce but I didn't really know
right
like
yeah.
I was just like why isn't my mom here why are we flying back like why are we here they didn't really explain everything so I was just like kind of going with the flow and then he put me to a school it was a Thai school and I was in 4th grade like JJ my younger brother he was in kindergarten so he started kids like
right
he was
okay.
easy it was
yeah,
easy for him
yeah, for
and then
sure.
I was in 4th grade and all my friends were like Thai and you know how Thai kids are they're like buffalo like like
yeah,
sail
yeah.
and I'm like I have no idea what that means so it was really hard I cried every day going to school it was so hard I had no friends I couldn't catch up with school felt stupid I felt like lots of things were going I had a really hard time
so your university was much
better
you went to ABAC right
I went to Thammasat
you didn't go to ABAC
no I had a boyfriend at ABAC
that's what it was yeah okay
so I was there too but
okay you were around in the area at the time right how many lakons have you been in
I don't know. Have you counted?
I actually my mom has a list.
Really?
Yeah, my mom has a list
How
of
many? 50? No.
In that
yeah,
area,
right?
in that area. Like 50 like I remember like 10 years ago I was at like 30.
Yeah.
But this was like ยังไม่รวมพวกแบบรับเชิญนู่นนี่นั่นพวกแบบเล็กๆน้อย
ๆ I don't know. Maybe like
Do you have a favorite one where แบบyou when you're filming you know if you're doing well if องค์ประกอบมันดีหรือเปล่า like what's your favorite one?
Recently I think it was the last one I did
oh right okay
I don't remember the name ของ Grammy
okay ของ GMM
เล่นเป็นเมียหลวง and it's just it's just about life and something that actually can happen I kind of like that
it's more realistic right
yeah and before I cried all the time and but it's not the same this is like real life things that บทดีมั้งมันชอบมันอิน
เราเล่นอินเราก็สนุกไปด้วย
yeah it's like เมื่อก่อน every time I used to have to cry in a scene I'd be so stressed out กลัวร้องไม่ได้กลัวนี้ but then when it comes to like ละครที่บทมันดีอยู่แล้ว you don't even have to think about it right you just go with the flow and เดี๋ยวมันมาเอง so I like that a lot
but did you always like during your
เรื่องลิตาป่ะจำไม่ได้ I was thinking จำไม่ได้แล้วใช่ไหม
ละครอย่าถามเรื่องชื่อจำไม่ได้
ใช่ชอบถาม
ใช่ชอบถามว่าละครเรื่องจำไม่ได้เหรอทำไมจำไม่ได้ตอนนั้นเราเจอกัน
ตัวละครชื่ออะไรยังไม่รู้เลยจำไม่ได้เราเล่นเยอะมากอ่ะ
ใช่มันแล้วมันก็จะเป็นประโยคที่แบบDo you remember the lakon that we were together? I was trying to think that this morning.
It wasn't
maybe no right. Be Gwen Sai ba? Is it? It's not right. Gwen Sai Huo Zai Cha On. That's not it, right?
I don't.
No, I have no idea too. I knew we were แบบอยู่ในวัดด้วยกันอ่ะ
ชลประทานเลยจำอย่างนี้
Yeah. You were you said like earlier that you were very transparent, very honest with everything that you did, but at the same time you were also in a position where you must have been stopped every now and again.
Yeah. Well, I'm not open to like everything, but sometimes what was the question? Like sometimes I'd be
sometimes like cuz you เป็นนางเอกอะนะตอนนั้นนะ you know what I mean?
Well, for everything like you're not supposed to behave like that, you don't I say ไม่ได้เป็นคนเรียบร้อยอะ right? Like I drink, when people come take picture like put the glass down first. I'm like why? Like
right.
I think it's normal to have a drink, but แต่ถ้าเมาเละเทะ okay fine. Like I mean there's always like cupcake, right? So if it's like ไม่ได้เกินไปก็ okay. But sometimes เราคิดว่า okay, but then it's not. And you learn from your mistakes, right? So sometimes it's like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, or maybe I've been too honest, or maybe sometimes that.
But at the end of the day, like being real must be one of the most comforting things.
It's สบายใจ right? You don't have to worry about things that much. Right. But sometimes it's ก็เป็นนะ like okay, sometimes people would come up to me and go like, okay, you shouldn't do that because sometimes people look up to you like เยาวชน or something, and then I would go like, yeah, that's a good point. So sometimes when you argue with yourself, what about should you be that open? Like sometimes I have kids coming up to me and talking about drinking, and I'm like, oh my god, did I did I
What did
am
they
I
say?
a bad like เนี่ยดูโหพี่มีเป็นแบบ idol and I'm like oh my god did I set a bad no but I'm like did I do like sometimes like it depends on who you affect
right
บางทีก็รู้สึกว่าแบบมากไปบอกว่าอะไรเงี้ย
But yeah, but the point like I'm trying to get across is that like I see you today and I feel like you're so much happier with your work, you know what I mean? And like not many people can I don't know if the right word is reinvent, you know, like you were like เป็นนางเอกละคร for so long and knowing you and PC too, you know, you guys were funny people. You guys were always happy kind of people.But because the fact that you guys were แบบเป็นพันนางกัน obviously you couldn't show that completely until you kind of left that circle and then you just you know what who cares and you became very successful with that
I think
right?
It comes with age too like I couldn't be like this like it comes it's like now you're an adult ตอนนั้นยังเรียนไม่จบ right like I mean it comes step by step so now it's more like I'm you know I can do whatever I want now I feel like I'm not old enough.Okay. So whenever say like okay so if you're responsible you know no harm then it's okay but before I got to this point it's been a roller coaster
right because especially with PC like
he's very honest
he's very honest and to be honest like I love watching him right now like I watch a lot of work point stuff it just makes me laugh you know that just like general but like because I was with PC when he did like I think one of his first ละครกับพี่เชียร์ตั้งนานแล้วใช่ไหมand then I left Channel 7 and then I met him a couple times and that was when he was like a superstar basically at one point right at like a real like พระเอกเบอร์หนึ่งของประเทศkind of level you know and then I remember I saw him at a it was like an event ต่างจังหวัดand I could see the way that he works like he really is very serious about his work and he would get the team to sit around him and like hey run through it this I need what this has like and knowing that he came from like a very good family as well like I really like admired that but then I also felt that he was like a funny guy a friendly guy but because he was in that position มันโชว์ไม่เต็มที่ไหม
he's very เป็นคนแบบจริงจัง right with work and sometimes it stresses me out because I'm not like I have to have fun right I don't work like if the environment's not fun I can't work so when he comes and he's all like that I'm like okay you need to calm down so I think we're a good team
but now like he's really himself when he เป็นพิธีกร you know like he makes
he found himself
ใช่ไหม
he ชอบพิธีกรมากกว่าละครแต่ he ก็ทำได้ดี right ละคร but it's not what he likes he doesn't love like I still like to like เล่นละคร
you still enjoy it
like I still miss it and I enjoy being at the set and everything but just maybe the timing or maybe like เลือกบทมากขึ้น but he's never enjoyed I mean I think he's at the point that he ชอบพิธีกรมาก he enjoys that
but was that a hard like for like you both you know like not many people can find like a new area like we've seen it like so many times people that were very successful in the past and now they're in a position where I mean I kind of feel bad for them in a way like they're trying to push themselves and then they start saying silly things they start like you know acting
themselves you try to be someone who you're not
right
maybe
and I feel sorry but for you guys like you guys like found this new world and people love you and stuff like that
I'm having a lot of fun I mean อย่างตอนอยู่ช่อง7ก็คิดว่าแบบพอละไม่อยากเล่นละครแล้วรู้สึกเล่นมามากพอแล้วแต่พอออกมามันเหมือนแบบว้าวไม่เคยเล่นนอกช่อง7เลยyou meet new people you do new things เล่นบทใหม่ที่แบบโอเคช่อง7อาจจะเป็นคาแรคเตอร์ค่อนข้างที่จะเหมือนเดิมแต่พอออกมาก็ได้แบบอะไรใหม่ๆก็ไม่ใช่ว่าที่อื่นดีกว่า but it's just new มันทำให้เรามีไฟขึ้นมาอีกรอบนึง like เมื่อก่อนแบบเบื่อแล้วอะ right if you do something over and over and over again
for years and years
right it's like okay I'm fed up with like ไม่อยากเล่นแล้วแต่พอกลับมาเล่นอะแล้วก็มันใหม่อะว้าวก็มีไฟขึ้นมาอีกก็เล่นมาอีก and then I'm to the point ว่าแบบ okay ก็เล่นมาหมดแล้ว and then ยังไม่มีอะไรที่อยากเล่น and then we started YouTube and then it's new again and then you find that fire in you and then you do it again and then now ก็ช่วงนี้ก็จะมีเรื่องแบบก็เริ่มจะเบื่อแล้ว right ต้องหาอะไรใหม่ and then now I'm doing like ก็มาเรื่องธุรกิจand then I find something
I just wanna is it okay if I ask you about PC a little bit more like in terms of relationship a bit เกรงใจ but nothing dramatic or anything like that so you guys have been together for a total of 18 years now
18 years
9 years before you guys got married 9 years till today right so teenager young adults working change in career you guys have pretty much been through it all just one thing that I feel that you guys are like you guys are best friends you know like how important is that because people always ask like is it the right one like are you the right one and I came across this one quote like if your wife is like your best friend then that's already 50% of your choice
yeah we've been friends and you know TL together like we're pretty much I mean we're not best of best friends I mean we don't do everything together but we accept each other like as we are like he doesn't have to change anything and he's never asked me to change at all like people ask like ก่อนแต่งงานหรือหลังแต่งงานเหมือนกันไหม to be honest ต่างกัน like I've been together 9 years แล้วพอแต่งอ่ะ you feel like you're a team there's no jealousy there's no ไปไหนหายไปไหน I don't have that at all and it's really nice it's just like oh I don't know where he is he's not picking up the phone or whatever it's just normal like he'll probably be at work or something but you don't have that insecure thing inside it's just something that oh this is family like he's family so it's not husband it's not boyfriend it's family now so it's a nice feeling and like you said it's friends too because it's just like you're just who you are you don't have to fake it or act like okay I gotta go home I have to
right
it's just like oh whatever
that would be really annoying huh
right?
to have a
it's
relationship
like, sometimes like I see a lot of people like แฟนมาแล้วต้องอะไรเงี้ย like you act as like พออยู่กับเพื่อนก็เป็นแบบโหเป็นตัวของตัวเองมากแต่พอแฟนมาแบบโอ้ I'm like no I'm like if you can't accept that then get out like you know like you have to be comfortable but at the same time ก็มีความเกรงใจกันด้วย
So every like decision you make like there must have been like you know when you first got married that and they say that the first 2 years are the hardest because you have to kind of like
I think it's because we lived together before
okay
I think that really helps
but living with someone is not easy huh like
no but PC was easy he's คล้ายๆกัน he's organized he's เป็นระเบียบso it's easy I think being together is just really easy we don't even talk when we're together you know how you know
that was one of the questions I was gonna ask like now like till today how often do you guys talk like you guys are okay you're living
on his video games and I'm watching Netflix but then we go over and talk blah 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 and then you know we have our thing like I have my friends we have different lives I mean before we were always stuck together and I think as we get older I think it's important to have space
right
like before I would always like อยู่ไหนทำอะไรคิวแบบคิวคืออะไร I'd have to know everything but now it's just likeมี space ให้กันและกัน
so do you know where like right now you know like in the morning what he's doing tomorrow and stuff like that
I know but you know แต่ว่าแบบไม่ได้แบบรายการอะไรทำงานกับใคร I used to have all those details but we never like ที่จะเอามาคุยที่บ้านน่ะน้อยมากส่วนใหญ่ก็จะไม่ค่อยเอามาเป็น issue เท่าไหร่
and what's the key to like you guys being together 18 years is a long time that's half your life right it's like that's a long time
it's not easy I think like it's not lovey-dovey you know it's a lot of things and I think it's kind of hard like to find the right I don't know
balance
yeah like and every stage like we've been together since you know 20 our early 20s so we grow together so every age is different. Like before we used to fight about that and we fight about that and then now we're okay with that and then now it's 18 years now it's easy but before that it was like wow how are you supposed to get along with this person or how do I forget something that you know that affects me deeply that how do I get over that so I think it's a lot of things it's not just about love it's about forgiveness forgiveness is like do you really forgive it's just like okay เราดีกันokay ผ่านไป but then you constantly bring it up all the time we never like if we forgive someone if we forgive each other and we move on I've never talked about the past it's like
that's like a strong rule
it is I mean that you have to get over it first I mean you fight you work on the relationship and then once it's done I don't go nagging about like oh you used to go out with that person or you used to do that or it's like แต่มันก็ขึ้นอยู่กับการทำตัวของเขาด้วย right like so we've had our moments that it was really hard to get past but once we've passed those moments it's been a stronger relationship
That's cool
but and everyone likes to ask me about เนี่ยถ้าเขาทำผิดแล้วเราจะยังไงอะไร I'm like it's different for everyone right แล้วมันขึ้นอยู่กับตัวเขาด้วยขึ้นอยู่กับตัวเรา like so it's like เวลาคนชอบทะเลาะกันแล้วมาให้คำปรึกษา I'm like you guys need to talk
exactly
like
I hate
stop
it.
asking other people's opinions right
and I'm not a big fan of
I never
talking to your friends you know about it
don't.
like you should clear it between you two
I mean อาจจะมีระบายบ้าง but not like what should I do ทำอย่างนี้ like you don't know like you guys know each other the most like I don't know what you should do right ก็ฟังฟังเพื่อนแต่ไม่เคยแนะนำว่าต้องทำยังไง
But did you like because now like you do like your own online channel you know what was the difference of being an online personality than an actress personality
it's really fun right I mean we've been talking about it like I've been wanting to do it because people have been doing it before us and I was like but a lot of people do you know ทำมาเยอะแล้วไม่อยากทำซ้ำก็เลยไม่ทำสักทีอะไรเงี้ยand then when I actually did it it's like first of all it's like I want something really real like this is how I am and before that we had like team ngàn and they would have a script and I'm like I don't want a script right. or they would say like this situation you got to do this and I wouldn't do that so you know I choose what my contents are and like I goว่า you can't tell me what like so การที่จะมี creative like nobody knows you
as much
as you like so they don't know what me and PC do so I told him like you know we have to say what we do or
so you're quite strict with trying to keep it as honest as possible
yeah because when you okay sometimes ก็ไม่ได้ทำ like ทีมงานก็จะมีเลือกมา right and then we would do it and then I feel like มันขัดอะor it's not like ไม่จริงอะ and it's not fun แล้วออกมามันก็แบบ
but what if they say แต่ถ้าทำแบบนี้ยอดวิวมันจะเยอะนะคนดูเยอะ
that's the thing right ก็ต้องมาหาตรงกลางที่โอเคอาจจะเป็นสถานการณ์นี้ but in my way or something like that
completely understand what you're going through you know
and you know sometimes we want to kill each other right working together
but that's something I've learned over the years like really separate work and friends you know as soon as like you put them together you're the one in the middle that has to and like sometimes people would like make a business decision like a bit biased to like their partners or their friends and then the next thing you know like it's you that gets into the
sometimes I'm like that too you know
right have you like a lot of opportunities of people like approaching you and wanting to like hey แบบมาเป็นหุ้นส่วนกันทำเมนูนี้ you must have had a lot of offers over the years right
but I've never หนึ่งคือ I don't think ไม่เคยเก่งอ่ะไม่เคยทำอ่ะ so I don't know anything like everything's new but doing with JJ he teaches me like it's okay to not know so I feel very comfortable doing things and then now that and it comes with experience right like เมื่อก่อนหน้านี้รู้สึกว่าใครมาอย่างเงี้ยเราก็จะรู้สึกว่าเดี๋ยวเราทำงานไม่ดีพอ or like it's not something I like เกรงใจอ่ะแล้วก็ไม่อยากทำงานด้วยความเกรงใจ
so what is the product exactly it's a
protein plant-based protein So it's something from I've never, JJ is in the fitness, takes care of himself. Exercise.
Oh, it's a fitness product. It's a
fitness thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's a protein. So it's plant-based, and I've never had proteins. I don't take it. I don't understand why people do that. I don't do plant-based.
Okay.
And then so I was thinking like if I could I'm really into it now, and I feel it's like ดีต่อสุขภาพมาก and then so I think so พอไอดีขึ้นอ่ะ so I'm like really into it and I want other people to แบบดีเหมือนไออ่ะ like
and is it like is it เป็นซองเหรอ
เป็นซองแล้วก็ชงดื่ม like a shake right
and you're selling it how like which distribution like at shops or
right now it's online
okay
so next year we're going to offline
okay is all good Good
it's
business?
Good. It is, but it's a lot of competition. ตอนนี้ plant-based มัน boom อยู่ so มันก็ it's a lot of work. But it's fun. Like it's something that I like now. So it's like I can talk about it and you like it. It's not something you're not selling something that โดนบังคับอะตอนแรกที่ทำโดนบังคับ like JJ is like you need to do this with me I'm like I don't want to do this it's not what I don't exercise like that
sure but that's like a good point because you always like get this question where people go like do what you're passionate about you know what I mean but sometimes you don't have that much choice you know? Sometimes you have to learn to have passion about what you're already doing you know like เล่นละครอะat first it was just like okay ได้เป็นนักแสดงได้เป็นอะไรอย่างนี้แต่พอเราปรับศึกษามันอะ your passion comes you know you get educated about the thing and then you become
it's like as you do as you go along you'll find it right if not then change it I mean
right
sometimes people just wait for it and then you never start so it's just like just start and if it doesn't succeed then fine whatever
that's the worst that can happen
just bye and do another thing
Yeah, and you're planning like long term to like take this and expand yearly and stuff
we're doing
like
all
that?
these products like with plant-based like a booster for skin, for energy, for immune systems, like all these things. Snacks, protein snacks.
Okay. And where like if someone wanted to buy, where would they have to go?
Well, right now there's like Lazada, Shopee, TikTok, Instagram.
Are you doing like live and selling stuff like that? Yeah.
Oh my god, that's a different area.
Right.
So tiring.
The live is so hard, huh?
Oh, I thought
But the sales are really good when you do it.
It is. And at first I did not like it, like
อยู่ต้องมาพูดอะไรเยอะแยะมากมาย
Yeah, and like พอไม่ชอบทำอะไรอ่ะแล้วต้องทำอ่ะit's really bad and I'm like I can't do this I don't want to and Jay's like you have to I'm like I don't want to and then you do it and then you find how you're going to enjoy it right so now it's okay
so you really have to like find your way of doing things
I can't do things that I don't like I mean I can do just like แป๊บเดียวแล้วก็จะไม่สนุกอ่ะไม่ใจอ่ะ
And so now you're เล่นละคร right you're doing your plant-based business you're doing your YouTube channel and do you have เป็นพิธีกรประจำ
เลิกละจบไปแล้ว
ไม่ได้ทำแล้ว right how do you manage your time right now
ก็ตอนนี้ไม่ได้เล่นละคร
that takes up a lot of hours
ตอนนี้ก็คือแบบมีคนติดต่อเยอะบางทีก็รู้สึกเกรงใจที่ปฏิเสธเยอะand then I'm like ถ้าปฏิเสธ am I gonna have another opportunity what if I miss it but now I'm okay right but what if I miss it and I come back so I'm like but then now it's like once I'm in ตอนนี้คือไม่มีเวลาเลยอ่ะso I'm okay like,
but you're okay you think like you're at the part in your life where you just want to work
I don't want to work 24/7 like before ที่แบบรับละครI'm actually happy that well now I don't have any now I'm really busy but like you set your days off right you set your own holiday
yeah that's one but yeah you don't
right?
really
เราจะถ่ายวันไหนก็เราก็ set out อะไรอย่างเงี้ย
so you doing anything ที่เป็นเบื้องหลังปะตอนนี้นอกจากก็แค่ YouTube ใช่ไหม
ก็ YouTube ก็รู้สึกสนุกไปกับมันว่ามันเป็นตัวของเรา right and อยากทำอะไรก็ทำอันไหนที่เรารู้สึกว่าเราอยากหยิบมาในสังคมเราก็ทำได้
And how often do you film YouTube?
So it's aired every week.
Once a week? One take a week?
And we do 3 shows.
Okay.
So that takes up almost all the time.
You have like the ทำกับข้าว one right ทำกับข้าว you have the
พี่ซีมีร้องเพลง
ที่มีร้องเพลงบอกพี่ซีผมพร้อมนะ
เอาป่ะ
ผมพร้อมนะ
โอเค
ผมดูอยู่
ร้องนะไปนะ
ได้
he loves คือเป็นรายการที่ทำเองลิขสิทธิ์ทุกอย่างคือแบบ
เคลียร์เอง
แต่คือแบบอยากทำอ่ะอย่าทำเลยยากแบบhe ชอบมาก
It's a good concept though. I think like at the end to get people to cover like that and they're doing it quite, like จากคนทำโปรดักชันจะรู้ว่าค่อนข้างจริงจังไม่ได้มานั่งร้องกันมันต้องมีซ้อมมีอัดมีอะไรอย่างงี้เป็นเรื่องเป็นราวใช่ป่ะ
So he puts a lot of effort in that show
and he can really sing man
he likes it
he can I saw him with พี่เท่งอ่ะใช่ไหมฉันจะเป่าคาถาI was like what these guys are
เขาชอบมาก he has a lot of talent right?
He's quite an all-rounder. Yes, I did, and I met PC. I met PC like before I filmed, and I told him that เนี่ยกำลังจะรับบทอย่างนี้ and I was like kind of like a like a asking for advice kind of thing, and he just turned around and he just tapped me right here, and he's just like อะไรอยู่เล่นเหมือนที่อยู่เล่นอะยังไงอยู่ก็เล่นได้
การเล่นละครรีเมคอะยากสุดเนาะมันแบบเราไปดูคนเล่นก่อนหน้านี้มันทำให้เราภาพจำอ่ะ and then we want to be our like ใช่ป่ะแต่คนแบบโคตรยากอ่ะเวลามีคนมาติดต่อหรือทำรีเมคเนี่ย
ต้องคิดเยอะนะโดยเฉพาะถ้าเขาทำไว้ดีมากใช่ไหม
แต่เราก็อยากแสดงได้ดีเหมือนเขาแต่เราก็อยากเป็นตัวของตัวเอง right it's like ยาก
and they're always gonna compare even till today like I see the comments แบบชื่อพี่สีก็จะขึ้นมาแบบเยอะมากๆเลย on his favor by the way in his favor I mean everything I prepared like that's pretty much it is there anything else you'd like to talk about or get out there or anything like that
I don't know no
okay instead of like how can I like show my appreciation you know what I mean and the theme is like to go out and buy something that like makes me think of that person and then I went out and I bought it.
What'd you get?
There's a story to it, and it's not sponsored or anything like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna get it real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right here. Okay.
อยากรู้
You see it already? เห็นว่าเชยแล้วใช่ไหม
ไม่เชย
นะ But there's a story. There's a story.
Tell me the story.
The story. We have to open it first. You want to open it? Let's see. So it's not sponsored or anything like that.
Oh. Okay, tell the story.
I have to use that to tell the story.
Aww.
So
there's an A.
So there's an A. At first, it's an adventure A, but then I thought, look, okay, P Emmy is gonna be an A.
Yeah.
Right, and the next one is like the Christmas house. Now it's about like kind of Christmassy season, and I know that you're also like redoing your house at the same time, and then there's a car. Right?
Yeah.
The car is just like the memory, like you said it. Like I always think back to we used to sit in your white car.
Oh, so
right?
Sweet. Yeah.
And like we used to like share a lot and wait to เข้าฉากนั่งอยู่ด้วยกัน
in the car,
And that's like one of my best memories like with you. And the cup just represents the fact that you like to have a drink in a bit, and I'd love to, have a drink with you one day.
Yes.
And that is just like you and PC, and I just felt like, okay, you guys.
This
like,
is so sweet. I like, because I put thoughts into like when you give presents.
Right.
It's like it makes me really happy when you buy one something,
right,
and the person likes it. So I give a lot of effort and buying things, right? And this is really cute.
Right, thank you. I didn't know if it was Shay or not. I don't know, but like,
it's about the story.
Yeah, it is about the story. And I was just thinking like, maybe one day you have like a sort of hippie, chill out look and you want to bring that and just wear it and have something dangling, then yeah, thank you so much. นะครับ
Thank you. มีอะไรอีกไหมอยากถาม
ไม่มีแล้วครับผม แค่มาก็ดีใจมากๆแล้วครับ